We're good? All right. Good afternoon, everybody. We welcome you to Mosinee, Wisconsin for today's Great Northern Conference matchup. One of the best rivalries in the Great Northern Conference as it's the visiting 12-5 Medford Raiders taking on the homestanding 13-3 Mosinee Indians, the two top teams in the Great Northern Conference. Jack Weber along with Ryan Rasmussen on a very nice, but as you can probably hear, a very windy day here in Mosinee. Typical spring day as temperatures eclipsing the mid-60s today. Going to be a very nice weekend. Going to hit the 70s and even low 80s coming up. As spring is finally starting to hit here in central Wisconsin. As glad you can make us a part of your Thursday. As we'll start with the starting lineups for the Medford Raiders again, under the leadership of Coach Virgil Burnt, Hall of Fame inductee. Congratulations to Coach. As starting lineup looks like this, leading off and pitching number 6, Riley Harabi. Batting second and playing center field, number 13, Finley Arndt. Batting third and catching, number 22, Zelia Leonard. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 2, Tori Konechny. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 3, Addison Brommer. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 12, Chelsea Gaybauer. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 5, Lainey Harabi. Batting eighth and the designated player, number 14, Ava Hartle. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 7, Ruthie Steinman. And the flex and playing shortstop for Medford today is number 10, Kayla Baumgartner. As Ava Bussey's first pitch is smacked way foul. It's 0-1 on Harabi, and we're underway. So again, it's Harabi, Arndt, Leonard, Konechny, Brommer, Gaybauer, Harabi, Hartle, and Steinman rounding out the 9 for the Raiders. As here's the 0-1. And right in there, it's 0-2. These two teams met in Medford. It was a close game. It was a 3-1 win for Mosinee, undefeated in conference play. Right now, 8-0. Here's the 0-2. And a ground ball to third in fair territory. Fielded. Nice throw across and in time by Megan Troy, and that's out number 1. As we just saw Troy, here's the rest of the defense for Mosinee. Allen in left, Henrik in center, Wooler in right. Again, Troy at third. You got Taylon Jersley at short, Peyton Jersley at second, Simonis at first, with Bussey on the mound and for Hasselt behind the plate. As Bussey's first pitch is swung on and missed by Finley Arndt, 0-1. Always entertaining when these two teams play, no matter what the sport is. They always play very competitively and very close. Here's the 0-1 as that is low. Count even 1-1 on Arndt. Here's the break even. And fly ball foul and behind the plate and out of play. There's 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Arndt. 1-2. And that is high. Count even 2-2. Bussey ready, deals the 2-2. And on the ground to short, Jersley's got it, fields it on a hop, throws across and in time to get Arndt. Nice job. That wasn't an easy fielding job by Taylon Jersley, and there's 2 up and 2 down, and that'll bring on Zelia Leonard. Bussey's her first dealing to Leonard is a bit outside, 1-0. Well, no strikes on Leonard. Here it is. And Leonard swings and pops it up, foul and out of play. And count even 1-1. Count even, a ball and a strike. Here's the break even. And a swinging a little chopper pass. Bussey coming in, charging Peyton Jersley, throws and makes the play. And the side is retired. 3 ground outs and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Raiders. The Indians coming up. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back after these messages.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Bottom of the first inning as the Raiders go 1-2-3 in the top half of the first inning, as today's game is brought to you by Bax Family Chiropractic in Rothschild. They provide a personalized chiropractic care no matter the issue. Your body is battling from migraines and anxiety to stress or a wide variety of youth issues. Let Bax Family Chiropractic give you the life you deserve. Visit them in Rothschild today. Starting lineup for Coach Britsky, it's Talon Jerschley leading it off, followed by Peyton Jerschley, Addison Henrik, Maggie Wohler, Peyton Allen, Megan Troy, Emily Verhasselt, Brooklyn Simonis, Briley Kaiser is the designated player. So again, it's Jerschley, Henrik, Wohler, Allen, Troy, Verhasselt, Simonis, and Kaiser, and Bussey in the flex as the pitcher.
Leading off the bottom of the first for Mosinee, shortstop, number 35, Talon Jerschley.
Get a look at Riley Harabi on the mound today. As first offering to Jerschley is high, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Way outside, 2 balls and no strikes. And Jerschley, a dangerous leadoff hitter. You don't want to let her get on too much. As big cut and a miss. It's 2-1. That's a pitch Harabi needed early in this at bat. It's 2-1. Robbie deals the 2-1. And a big cut and a miss again, 2-2. Robbie has battled back, even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And trying to manage zeros with Bussey here in this first inning. Going to retire the dangerous Talon Jerschley. Fly ball into shallow right, coming on, calling for it. Long run, and it drops in. That was a long run for Addison Brommer. And it went off her glove. And Jerschley will reach. I'm going to rule that an error. We're going to just put that in the book as an error. So now here's Peyton Jerschley. Not the prettiest of ways to reach base, but the Indians will take it. First pitch, and off goes Talon Jerschley. Throw down to second, going to be a close play. She's in there with a head-first dive. She got a good jump. Wasn't a bad throw by Leonard. And Baumgartner got there in a decent amount of time. Jerschley was able to get a good head-first slide into second before the tag could even be applied. Here's the 1-0 from Harabi, and that gets that low inside corner. It's 1-1. It's a break even. And a foul ball. 1-2. And on the ground, foul. One, two. Jerschley fouls one off the net. One-two to Jerschley again, and a swing and a miss. Talon on her way to third. Throw to third, not in time. First strikeout of the day for Harabi. So runner at third with 1 out. That'll bring on Addison Henrik, center fielder. It was a close play at third. I think Jerschley might have just gotten a hand in there before the tag was applied by Steinman. First pitch. Henrik takes one high, 1-0. 1-0. And Henrik fouls it off, count even 1-1. Taylor Jersley reached on an error to start the inning. WIAA swipes second and third base. 1 out. Break even to Henrik is high, 2-1. Robbie ready deals the 2-1, and that is low. And 3-1 now on Henrik. Maggie Wooler on deck. Henrik trying to give Mosinee the early lead. Here's a 3-1 on the ground. That's going to sneak through a base hit. In to score is Taylor Jersley. It's an RBI single for Addison Henrik, and it is 1-0 Mosinee here in the first. Mosinee strikes first. It was a high chopper, and it was just out of the reach of Steinman. Was able to sneak through the alley between third and short. So 1-0, and that'll bring on Maggie Wooler, the right fielder. Robbie's first pitch, and Wooler, big cut and a miss. And it's 0-1. Balls, 1 strike, here it is. And in there for a strike, quickly 0-2 on Wooler. Robbie ready and deals the 0-2. And Wooler takes a called strike 3, throw down to second, not in time. Henrik swipes second strikeout of the inning, second strikeout of the day for Riley Harabi. And that'll bring on Peyton Allen, the left fielder. Henrik at second. First pitch, Allen, a big cut and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1, and that is low, count even 1-1. Let's break even. Allen sends one off the back net. It's 1-2. One run in already for Mosinee as Allen trying to add to it. She takes a quick time. 1-2. And Allen deep into left field. That is way back, and that is out of here. 2-run home run, Peyton Allen. 3-0 Mosinee. That was absolutely crushed. Harabi was just a strike away from getting out of the inning. Gives up a bomb to Peyton Allen. And now base is empty for Megan Troy. No doubter on that one, even on this windy day. First pitch and a big cut by Troy. Not sure she wanted to swing at it originally, but she kind of committed to it. 0-1. Troy, big cut and a miss. 0-2. Mosinee executing when they had to. So far in this inning. Here's the 0-2. Troy takes one low and in the dirt, kicks away from Leonard. It's 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes on Megan Troy, third baseman. 1-2. And called strike 3. So third strikeout of the inning for Riley Harabi, as all outs recorded by her are via the strikeout, but damage done. RBI single by Addison Henrick, and then the 2-run home run by Peyton Allen. 3-0 Indians. We go to the second. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes.
Top of the second inning, from full bathrooms to kitchen remodels and new construction, Varney Brothers Kitchen and Bath is your local builder specializing in the two most important rooms in your home. Start your path to a beautiful new bathroom or kitchen with Varney Brothers Kitchen and Bath. Ava Bussey out for another inning. 4-5-6, 2 up for Medford. First pitch, and that is popped foul and out of play and headed towards the concession stand off the top of the trailer. As Tori Konechny will lead things off. As Ava Bussey induced 3 groundouts, 1 to third, 1 to short, and 1 to second. 0-1. And a fly ball foul, and that will be not caught by Verhassel. Sorry, you can't really say too much critical stuff when she's standing right in front of you. It's kind of mean. And want to say, and she dropped it. No balls, 2 strikes on Konechny, as Bussey looking for her first strikeout of the afternoon, and that is low, 1-2. One, two. And count even 2-2. Balls, 2 strikes. Here it is again. And that is low. And count is now full on Konechny. It's a 3-2. And fly ball foul. That's headed out of play. And Konechny staying alive. She battled back from 0-2 to full. And this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. 3-2. And that is ball 4. Good at-bat by Tori Konechny as the leadoff runner is on for Medford, and that'll bring on Addison Brommer.
Right fielder number 3, Addison Bramer.
Infield shaded at bunt depth on the third base side. First pitch swinging a pop-up, calling for it, and making the catch is Taylon Jerschley. And 1 pitch, 1 out.
Left fielder number 12, Chelsea Gaybauer.
And here's Chelsea Gaybauer, left fielder. Obviously no advancement from Konechny on that pop-out. First pitch, and that is a low strike to Gaybauer. The 0-1. And on the ground to third, fielding it and throwing it high is a third baseman, Troy, and going to third and now trying to score is Konechny as it gets loose in the outfield, and she will score. And E5 allows Gaybauer to go to second as Konechny scores all the way from first, and Medford chips away. It's 3-1.
Second baseman number 5, Lainey Robbie.
The 5-4 throw is not the easiest throw to make in softball. Here's first pitch, and that is in there for a strike. 0-1 on Laney Harabi, the second baseman. One of those you think is really simple to make, and then especially on a day like this when it's windy and the ball can go in an unpredictable direction. On the ground to short, Jerschley's got it. She's going to go to third. Throw to third is in time. That was a risky move, but it pays off for Jerschley. It goes 6-5 on the fielder's choice. So 2 outs, and that'll bring on Ava Hartle, designated player today. Robbie reaches on that fielder's choice, his first pitch, and swinging a pop-up. Calling for it and making the catch is Peyton Jerschley, and the side is retired. Raiders get a run on an error, and that's it. We have played 1.5. It is 3-1. Mosinee, you're watching High School Softball on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back after these messages.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs.
Bottom of the second as Emily Verhasselt, Brooklyn Simonis, and Briley Kaiser due up for Mosinee. First pitch, high, 1-0. And a fly ball foul and out of play. Break even, and fly ball foul and headed the same direction. That's going to hit a car. Yep. Ball's 2 strikes on Verhasselt. Robbie deals, and a fly ball deep left field. That is way back, and gone. Emily Verhasselt using the wind to her advantage. It's a home run for Verhasselt. It's 4-1 Mosinee. On a windy day, I don't know if that ball would have had as much carry as it did, as that is the 3rd consecutive game with a home run for Verhasselt. That's quite an impressive feat, as it's 4-1. So that had a lot of height. Now here's Brooklyn Simonis, the first baseman.
First baseman number 27, Brooklyn Simonis.
First pitch, Simonis, big cut and a miss on 1. And a liner into left field. That's down for a base hit for Simonis. 4th hit of the day already for Mosinee. And that'll bring on the designated player, Briley Kaiser. Runner at first, nobody out, 4-1 Mosinee. First pitch skips away from Leonard, and going to second base is Simonis. My life kind of flashed before my eyes for a little bit when that came and hit the fence. ball, no strikes on Kaiser. Simonis now at second. Here's the 1-0. Squaring to bunt, and a good bunt by Kaiser. Fielding it as Harabi. Throw to first is kicks away. And that's going to allow Simonis to score. Kaiser on her way to second. She'll get there. Five to 1. Mosinee is going to have a quick little meeting on the mound. Don't forget, the end of this month, it's Marshfield Dairy Fest in Marshfield. Visit marshfield.com to visit and find out all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. And Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. It's been a tough second inning for Riley Harabi and the Medford Raiders. Home run, single, pass ball, and then now a throwing error. And still nobody out. Back to the top of the order with Taylin Jersley. She reached on an error and scored last inning.
Shortstop number 35, Taylin Jersley.
Harabi ready and deals first pitch, and Jersley pops it up. Shortstop Baumgartner under it, calling and making the catch. And that's a big first out for Riley Harabi. So 1 out, and that'll bring on Peyton Jersley. She struck out 0 for 1 today. First pitch to Peyton Jersley, and she lines one into left field. That might drop. That is going to be down for a base hit. And winding up around third and coming in to score is Kaiser. Wow, she just got a great jump on that ball. I think she knew it was going to drop. That was a long run for both Baumgartner and Gaybauer, as Peyton Jersley is able to advance to second base, as it's 6-1 Mosinee. And here is Addison Henrik. She singled and scored last inning. Drove in the first run. That's inside 1-0. Henrik later came around to score on that Peyton Allen home run. Here's 1-0. And that's a high strike, 1-1. That's a tough pitch to hit. That high strike. Robbie deals 1-1. And a pop-up on the infield. Baumgartner calling for it, battling with the wind. She makes the catch. And there is out number 2, and that'll bring on Maggie Wooler. Wooler 0 for 1, struck out last inning. And despite giving up 3, actually only 2 runs, because one of them was unearned because Jersley reached on an error. So I take that back. So 2 runs and 3 strikeouts for Harabi last inning, as first pitch, fly ball into right center field, and that is going to be hauled in by the right fielder Brommer, and the inning is over. 3 more for Mosinee on the home run by Verhasselt, and a couple of hits and a couple of errors go their way. We are through 2. It is 6-1 Mosinee. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfein Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal.
Top of the third as 9-1-2 due up for Medford. Here's Ruthie Steinman, and she takes one inside, 1-0. Ava Bussey now, instead of pitching at a 3-1 advantage, now is a 6-1 advantage. A much different story. Here's the 1-0. And Steinman fouls one off. Count even 1-1. Hey, nice catch on the ricochet.
Third baseman, Ruthie Steinman.
So these are the top two teams in this conference. As I said earlier. Here's the break even. Now scoring to bunt is Steinman. She gets it down. Bussey fields, throws, and in time. Nice job by Jersley to cover. And there is out number 1. Not a bad approach by Steinman. Probably aren't expecting it from a 9-hitter. As back to the top of the order, here's Riley Harabi. She grounded out to third, back in the first, over 1 today. Bussey ready deals her first offering. That is high, 1 ball and no strikes. And on the ground to first, Simonis. It kicks off her glove. Jersley there to feed her, and she makes the play. Not the prettiest of plays, but it does go down. As that was a good job by Peyton Jersley to back up Brooklyn Simonis. Again, it's a tough play because it obviously with turf has just got a more bouncy dynamic to it. It just kind of took, I think, a weird hop off her glove. It's outside 1-0 on Finley Arndt. Arndt grounded out to short last time. I was back in the first. It's 1-0. Arndt takes a strike, count even 1-1. That is in the dirt. It's 2-1. Bussey ready and deals the 2-1. And just a bit outside, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike on Arndt. Here it is. And Arndt takes a strike. Count is full. Balls, 2 strikes. Bussey ready deals. And a fly ball into shallow center coming on and making the catch is the center fielder Henrik. As she and Peyton Jersley almost collided. Could have been a whole lot worse. 1-2-3 third for Bussey. We'll be back after these messages on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Peyton Allen ready to lead things off for Mosinee here in the bottom of the third. 6-1. Okay, thank you. As Kaylin Hanel will now step on the mound. Meanwhile, Leonard has moved to third, and Gaybauer has moved behind the plate. First pitch from Hanel is low. 1 ball and no strikes. As again, Peyton Allen 1 for 1 on that 2-run home run she hit back in the first. Hanel deals the 1-0. And a liner into left center field, coming over, drifting, and making the catch as the center fielder Arndt.
Third baseman, Megan Troy.
So 1 out, that'll bring on Megan Troy. She struck out to end the first inning. First pitch, Troy sends one foul out of play. Here's the 0-1, and that is, I apologize, Gaybauer's not playing catcher. I'll figure that out in a bit. Here's the break even, and that is in the dirt. Steinman has moved behind the plate, I apologize. Ruthie Steinman behind the plate. It's a 2-1. And on the ground, chopper right back to the mound. Hanel's got it. She can't field it cleanly, and Troy will reach.
Catcher, Emily Verhasselt.
Oh, a 1-out base runner, and that'll bring on Emily Verhasselt. 1 for 1 with a home run last inning. Third consecutive game with a home run for Verhasselt. It's quite an accomplishment, especially in high school. First pitch. And Verhasselt on the ground, that is foul down the third base line.
Other changes for Medford, moving from catcher to third. Celia Leonard, and moving from third to catcher, Ruthie Steinman.
Here's the 0-1, and that is outside, 1-1. Now Hanel just trying to keep it where it is. You don't want it to get too far away from you. It's break even. And Verhasselt takes a strike, 1-2. Good spotting by Hanel. Ball 2 strikes. Here it is. And Verhasselt lines one foul. Hasselt's got a lot of pop despite hitting in the 7th spot. One ball, 2 strikes. Hanel ready, deals the 1-2. And a little chopper, going to be a tough play. And coming in is Steinman, and she has no play. That'll be an infield hit, a bit of a swinging bunt almost, as Troy goes to second. And that'll bring on Brooklyn Simonis. She singled and scored last inning. Mosinee has scored 3 runs in the first 2 innings. As Simonis trying to extend the lead. Well, Hanel trying to keep it where it is. First pitch, Simonis cracks one deep left field. Back goes Gaybauer. It is. Is that gone? It is. It just snuck over the wall. A 3-run home run for Brooklyn Simonis. The 3rd home run of the game for Mosinee. They've all gone to left field. And it is 9-1. Mosinee on top. I didn't know if that one got out or not. That was really close. I couldn't tell if that was gone or if it hit off the top of the wall, but it just snuck over. As it's 9-1, and here is Briley Kaiser. Kaiser reached on an error and scored last inning.
Designated player, Briley Kaiser.
That's a tough break. First pitch to Kaiser. And low, 1 ball and no strikes. It's 1-0. Kaiser pops it up. Shallow infield. Here's Baumgartner. She makes the catch. And there is out number 2. As back to the top of the order is Taylin Jersley, 0 for 2. She's reached on an error and scored and popped out to short. First pitch is high, 1-0. Ready and deals the 1-0. And Jersley sends one to left field. Gaybauer going back, calls for it. She makes the catch. Had to fight with the wind. And the inning is over. Damage done. 3-run home run. Brooklyn Simonis. 9-1 Mosinee. We're going to the 4th. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports.
After 3 innings, Mosinee leads 9-1.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois Teastrake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday.
Top of the 4th inning, all Mosinee right now, 9-1. 3 homers for Mosinee coming from Peyton Allen, Emily Verhasselt, and Brooklyn Simonis. Been the big difference maker so far. Ava Bussey back out for another inning of work. First pitch, and that is high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes on Zalia Leonard. Leonard grounded out to second and the first inning. Leonard started the night behind the plate and moved to third last inning after the pitching change. It's a 1-0. And Leonard takes another one outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 very wide misses to start the inning for Bussey. Said Bussey has got a different approach every inning. She's gotten 3 runs from her offense in each inning so far. That is high. 3 balls and no strikes on Leonard. Once again, Medford does not have a hit yet. 3-0, and that is in their first strike. 3-1, despite having a run. That was courtesy of a walk and then a throwing error on a fielder's choice. It's a 3-1, and a big cut and a miss. Count is full now on Leonard. (3-2), and fly ball popped up. Calling for it is Peyton Jersley. She makes the catch, and there is out number 1. Good job by Bussey to battle back in that at bat after falling down 3-0. As here's Tori Konechny. She walked and scored. She has scored the only run for Medford today. She came around to score on a throwing error. Konechny, third baseman today for Medford. First pitch, and outside, 1-0. One out of Konechny, and a little chopper right back to Bussey. She's got it, Fields throws, and in plenty of time to get Konechny, and there's 2 down. As here's Addison Brahmer. 0 for 1, she popped out to short. As Bussey deals her first offering, and a check swing. Did she offer? She did not. 1-0. The 1-0. And Brahmer pops it up, and calling for it and making the catch is Verhasselt. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3, 4th for Bussey. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's all Mosinee. 9-1. We're going to the bottom of the 4th here on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T-Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
Bottom of the fourth, 2-3-4 due up for Mosinee here on Zaleski Sports as the Indians have a big 9-1 advantage. As Culligan Water specializes in your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration system needs. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Call them today at Sterling Culligan Water. Peyton Jersley has struck out and singled, 1 for 2 today. First pitch. And on the ground, that's going to sneak through. Jumping on the first pitch from Hanel. As here's Addison Henrik. There's a single and RBI, and she popped out to short. Hanel ready and deals. And that is high and inside, 1-0. This is 1-0. And that is high. Throw down to second, not in time. Good jump by Jersley. Hanel ready and deals the 2-0. And that is crushed down the left field line. That is hooking. That is gone! Another home run, Addison Henrik. 4th home run of the day for Mosinee. As that just hooked inside the left field corner. Home run, 11-1 Mosinee here in the 4th inning. And that'll bring on Maggie Wooler. On windy days, and if it wasn't so windy, I'd have to imagine some of those might have either at least stayed in the ballpark. I'm not saying they would have been caught, might have at least stayed in the park. Can't control when it's windy, can't control when it's not windy either. And this is the first pitch, and Wooler lines one caught by Baumgartner.
That was right fielder Maggie Wooler, now batting left fielder Peyton Allen.
As here is Peyton Allen. 1 for 2, a home run, and a fly out to center. Hanel ready and deals the first pitch. And on the ground to short, Baumgartner's got it. Fields throws across and in time to get Peyton Allen. It goes 6-3 on the putout, and that'll bring on Megan Troy. Troy, 1 for 2, struck out and had an infield hit, and later came around to score last inning on that 3-run home run by Simonis. Oh, excuse me. First pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 to Troy. And that is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Balls, no strikes on Troy. Hanel ready, deals and fires. 2-0 is just a bit high, 3-0. Didn't miss by much. It's a 3-0. And right down the pipe, 3-1. Again, still one of the biggest mysteries of baseball/softball, how you throw 3 balls out of the zone and then you 3-0, you just find the courage to throw a strike right down the middle. It's 3-1. And on the ground, a third foul. Count is now full. Hanel trying to keep the damage where it is. It's 3-2, and on the ground hits Hanel, and that's going to be a base hit. Got her on the foot. Looks like she's okay. Again, I don't think it hit her necessarily that hard. It just hit her foot and kind of took a bad hop. And they're going to just take the obligatory check on her. I'm sure she's okay. Doesn't look like she was affected that much by it. Just a quick meeting on the mound as Emily Verhasselt will step up. Verhasselt 2 for 2. Home run, single, and scored. She scored on the Simonis 3-run home run. I've been calling a lot of games with Zaleski. I don't think I've ever seen a game that's had 4 home runs in it. Pretty unique feat. First pitch, and that is sent foul and out of play by Verhasselt. Balls, 1 strike. Hanel ready and deals the 0-1. Verhasselt takes one low, and going to second base without a throw is Troy. It's a break even. And that bounces in the dirt, and I should say bounces in the turf. I keep wanting to say dirt because I'm so used to it. You know what I mean. I'm so used to saying dirt, and when there's really not dirt, it's all turf. Either way, it bounces in something that allows Troy to get to third. As here's the 2-1 that's sent foul and out of play by Verhasselt. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. And Verhasselt crushes one foul. Lost it in the sun. Hanel ready. It's the 2-2 again. And fouled away again. Verhasselt hanging tough. Neither pitcher nor batter giving in. As this will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. 2-2. And on the ground, foul again. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hanel ready and deals the 2-2 again. And that's low and in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And what is now will be a 9-pitch at bat for Verhasselt. Three-two. Verhasselt takes ball 4. What an at bat by Emily Verhasselt as she reaches base for the 3rd time. As we're going to have a courtesy runner.
Courtesy running in.
as Olivia Schrader will courtesy run. As Brooklyn Simonis will step up. Simonis 2 for 2, singled, scored a run, and has also hit a 3-run home run. Runs at the corners, 2 outs. 11-1 Mosinee here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch, Simonis takes one high, and a pump fake by Steinman back to third. Here's the 0-1. That is, sorry, the 1-0 is high. It's 2-0. Well, it technically was 0-1, just not in the way I said it. Two balls, no strikes. Here it is. That is high. They're going to throw back to third, and Troy is back there. And is going to second without a throw is Schrader. It's 3 balls and no strikes on Simonis. It was Briley Kaiser on deck. 3-0. And right down the pipe, it's 3-1. Had to expect that. Here's a 3-1. And Simonis, a big cut and a miss. 3-2. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes on Simonis. Here's the pitch, and that is popped up. Hauling for it and making the catch is Hanel, and the inning is over. As damage done, a 2-run home run by Addison Henrik. We are going to the top of the 5th. It's 11-1 Mosinee.
For more than 30 years, Seifert Electric has been providing electrical and thermal imaging for residential, commercial, and industrial customers. This family-owned and operated company knows the importance of communication between the electrician and their customers, with a focus towards efficient and quality service. From simple electrical needs, like light fixtures and circuit adjustments, to wiring new construction building sites, you can put your trust in Seifert Electric. Serving all of central and northern Wisconsin, look to Seifert Electric for all your electrical and thermal imaging needs.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you.
Top of the 5th inning here in Mosinee. 11-1 Indians on top as 6, 7, 8 due up. First pitch from Bussey is popped up. And calling for making the catch is Verhasselt. And Gabauer retired on 1 pitch, and we're going to have a as Jolie Staliga will pinch hit for Laney Harabi. First pitch, and Staliga, big cut and a miss on 1. The 0-1, and that hits the outside corner. It's quickly 0-2. As Bussey still looking for her first strikeout of the afternoon, as that is high and away, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Staliga. Bussey deals. And a big cut and a miss, and there is the first strikeout of the day for Ava Bussey. So 2 up and 2 down. That'll bring on Ava Hartle. Or maybe not. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Somebody else. As Grace Schmidt-Franz will pinch hit for Ava Hartle. She was in the on-deck circle. That's why I didn't really say anything. And then quick last-minute change. Schmidt-Franz will be tasked with trying to continue this game for Medford. Medford, as I said, does still not have a hit. First pitch. Schmidt-Franz takes a strike, 0-1. Schmidt-Franz trying to extend this game for Ruthie Steinman on deck. The 0-1. And fouled off. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. And outside, it was low as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 from Bussey. And that is low. Count even 2-2. I don't even think Schmidt-Franz thought it was low. Didn't have the 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bussey deals. And now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. You know, there's a reason why I don't run scoreboard, because I don't think I could ever remember the count. That's how bad I am at remembering counts. Full count, 3-2. And Schmidt-Franz on the ground, fielded cleanly, throw, and across the diamond in time from Megan Troy. And that is going to write a finish to this one as an 11-1 Mosinee victory. As coming up next is our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider switching your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the Midwest. That is Merrill Steel. You can visit at merrillsteel.com today to see if they are the right fit for you. We're going to play the ad, and we're going to have a talk with our player of the game. Again, the final score, Mosinee 11, Medford 1, here on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
All right, our Miro Steel post-game show. So, Coach, obviously, last time you played Medford, it was a really hard-fought 3-1 win. Today, your offense kind of exploded. Just kind of take me into some of what you feel like your team did really well today, just to kind of really carry you guys for this big win today.
It comes down to the adjustments. Again, we did play them on Monday, 3-1, and we struggled at the plate, where we were very aggressive and swinging at stuff that we don't normally swing at. So making that adjustment and making them pitch to our zone.
Yeah, like I said, obviously your offense exploded today. 5 home runs, not something you usually see a lot, but just kind of take me into kind of just what adjustments do you feel like your hitters were making at the plate against like Harabi and Hanel today, I guess? Just kind of take me through that.
I think it becomes the mental game. Again, we flew out a lot on Monday, knowing what we can do and what we're capable of. But again, a lot of these girls went and hit after Monday, so it's one of those. It's the drive that they have to get better.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Highlight House Player of the Game, Ava Bussey, obviously a great outing on the mound today. It was a big thing about just letting them put the ball in play and your defense made plays behind you. Just kind of take me into just kind of the approach just going into today, I guess.
You know, I just went into it thinking I'm going to work hard for my team, and I know my team has my back, and that's the best thing to go into and feel.
Obviously, you got a couple more games. You got Anago tomorrow. Just kind of take me into what do you feel like maybe you guys need to work on going into those games, but also continue doing after a good win like today?
I think we need to continue with a good mindset going into each game, no matter what. It doesn't matter the game before. It's a new game every time, and we're going to just go in and play our hardest.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. So I'm just going to have you say your name in the house. I'm going to count you down real quick, okay? 3, 2, 1.
I'm Ava Bussey, and I'm in the house.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Great game. Final score, Mosinee 11, Medford 1. Jack Weber and Ryan Rasmussen saying have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Have a great weekend and enjoy the warm weather.